Hello everyone and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halleck. This week, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney traveled to Washington for a White House meeting with President Trump amid a trade war, tariffs, and Mr. Trump's repeated insistence that Canada become the 51st state. The meeting between two neighbors and longtime allies.
Thank you for your hospitality.
President Trump sitting down with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, who campaigned on a promise to stand up to Trump.
His party was losing by a lot, and he ended up winning, so I really want to congratulate him.
The talks began with pleasantries, but within minutes, Carney addressed the president's repeated declaration that he wants to annex Canada and make it the 51st state.
As you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
But the president brushed it aside.
Time will tell. It's only time. But I say never.
The war of words began long before this week's visit. Carney, fresh off his election win last week, was clear that the U.S.-Canada relationship has changed.
Our old relationship, based on steadily increasing integration, is over. The questions now are how our nations will cooperate in the future and where we in Canada will move on.
This week's meeting, differences over trade were front and center.
Well, we don't do much business with Canada from our standpoint. They do a lot of business with us. We're at like 4%, and usually those things don't last very long.
U.S. and Canada have actually been among each other's top trading partners for decades. And when asked about tariffs, Trump was blunt.
Is there anything he could say to you in the course of your meetings with him today that would get you to lift tariffs on Canada?
No.
Why not?
Just the way it is.
Carney said that the economic differences will take time to resolve.
This is a bigger discussion. There are much bigger forces involved, and this will take some time and some discussions, and that's why we're here.
Later in the afternoon, Carney made his way to the Canadian Embassy, just down Pennsylvania Avenue from the White House, and told reporters that he asked Trump to stop calling Canada the 51st state.
We have a lot more work to do. I'm not trying to suggest at any respect that we can have one meeting and everything's changed, but now we are engaged.
Despite the uncertainty, Carney remained optimistic about the future of the relationship between the two countries.